Emily Parker was 21, a bright college student with a restless heart. Spring break had arrived, and while most of her classmates booked trips to beaches or mountain cabins, Emily accepted an invitation from her best friend, Lily Thompson, to spend a quiet week at her family's home just outside Portland, Oregon. She wanted peace, a break from dorm noise, exams, and endless caffeine nights. When Emily's car pulled into the driveway, she was immediately struck by how welcoming the Thompson house looked: pastel shutters, a wide porch, and a small garden bursting with tulips. The scent of fresh soil and spring air felt like home. She rang the bell, and a moment later, the door opened to reveal Lily's mother, Sarah Thompson. Sarah looked effortlessly graceful, the kind of woman who radiated calm even in silence. Her smile was genuine, her voice soft as she said, "You must be Emily. Lily talks about you all the time." She opened her arms in a warm, maternal hug. Emily felt instantly at ease. Lily wasn't home yet. She had been delayed at a group project meeting, so Sarah invited Emily inside, offering tea and freshly baked muffins. As they sat in the kitchen, the smell of cinnamon filled the air. The conversation started with small talk but soon unfolded naturally: books, travel, art. Sarah mentioned she used to paint but hadn't picked up a brush in years. Emily encouraged her to start again, saying gently, "Maybe the world still needs your colors." That first day was simple, but something in that simplicity touched both of them deeply. When Lily arrived home later, the house buzzed with laughter again, but Emily found herself quietly observing how Sarah moved around, careful, thoughtful, always putting others before herself. The next morning, the three women shared breakfast, and afterward, Lily left to meet some college friends in town. Emily stayed behind, helping Sarah clean up. It felt natural. They spent hours rearranging flowers and reorganizing books. At one point, Sarah found an old photo album. She hesitated before opening it. Inside were pictures of her late husband and Lily as a toddler. Emily noticed Sarah's eyes soften, not in sadness but in quiet remembrance. "I lost him when Lily was 8, Sarah said softly. "Since then, I've tried to fill every gap, hers, mine, with work, with routine." Emily listened, sensing the weight in those words. "You did an amazing job. Lily adores you." Sarah smiled. "Sometimes I wonder if I forgot how to be just me." The afternoon passed with easy conversation. Emily talked about her own parents' divorce, the loneliness she sometimes felt at school, and how she often missed having someone to talk to about real things, not just classes and assignments. Over the next few days, a unique rhythm developed. They cooked together, watched old movies, and went for walks around the lake. During one of those walks, the sun dipped low over the water, painting the surface in shades of gold and violet. Emily said quietly, "I haven't felt this peaceful in a long time." Sarah replied, "Me neither." Their connection was not romantic, it was soulful. Two women at different stages of life, each missing something the other offered. Sarah gave Emily the warmth and patience she craved. Emily gave Sarah the energy and appreciation she hadn't felt in years. One night, a thunderstorm rolled over the town. Lily had stayed with a friend, so it was just Sarah and Emily at home. Power flickered out, and they lit candles, sitting together on the living room floor with blankets and mugs of hot chocolate. Rain drummed against the windows, but the quiet between them was comforting, not awkward. Sarah shared stories from her youth, how she once dreamed of opening a small art studio. Emily listened intently, urging her to chase that dream again. By morning, Sarah surprised her by setting up a small corner in the garage: brushes, old canvases, and paint tubes she hadn't touched in years. Emily clapped her hands, thrilled. "See, you still have it in you." Sarah smiled and said, "Maybe I just needed the right encouragement." The following days felt transformative. Sarah began painting again. Emily helped clean the garage and turn it into a makeshift studio. The two worked side by side, Sarah painting, Emily reading aloud or sketching in a notebook. Laughter came easily now. When Lily saw the new paintings, she was amazed. "Mom, I didn't know you could still paint like this." Sarah blushed, glancing at Emily. "I had a little help." As the week drew to an end, Emily felt reluctant to leave. On her last morning there, she woke early to watch the sunrise from the porch. Sarah joined her, 2 mugs of coffee in hand. They stood quietly, the air crisp with dew. "Thank you," Sarah said softly, "for reminding me I'm still alive, not just living for others." Emily felt tears sting her eyes. "Thank you for showing me what strength really looks like." They hugged for a long moment, and it wasn't goodbye, it was an unspoken promise to stay in touch. Months later, Sarah opened a small online art shop. Emily visited often, and though their lives continued down different paths, they both carried the same lesson: love isn't always romantic. Sometimes, it's the quiet bond that heals, uplifts, and transforms two souls who simply needed understanding. Years later, Emily would look back on that spring break not as a fleeting memory but as the moment she truly began to see what love, in its purest, most human form, really meant.